Good morning, everybody. Nate Eaton here in the EastIdahoNews.com newsroom. If you're anywhere in East Idaho today, you have noticed the smoke blanketing the valley all over the place. I was outside this morning for about 30 minutes exercising and smelt like smoke. You can definitely see it and feel it. Let me give you an idea of the latest on the Henry's Creek fire. We have Stephen Rockefeller there at the fire. We'll check in with him in a second. This is the map that the BLM sent out yesterday. Let me give you some context. This is the Bingham-Bonneville County line right here. You can see that this fire, it's the red area, has gone all the way pretty much near that Bingham-Bonneville County border, all the way up here. Now, this map was sent to us yesterday around 11 a.m. This is 25,000 acres. We know that the fire has at least doubled. Around 43 to 46,000 acres, and it no doubt will get bigger. So imagine all of this space doubled. It's quite a large space there. Here's Idaho Falls, here's Ammon, and there's where you can see the map. Now let me bring up Stephen Rockefeller. He's there in Ryrie. Stephen, can you see us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, so tell me what you're seeing. First of all, where are you right now?
So we're just right outside at Ryrie at LDS Church. This is the staging area for the BLM and other fire crews coming on scene.
Okay, and you just spoke with the officials there on scene. What are they telling you?
So the Type 2 crews came in this morning. They briefed at 6 a.m. and then they were out on the fire by 7. What we know now is that they're gonna. The wind has shifted again, so now the wind's going more southeast. The fire's going back the direction it came. So in some areas, they're going to focus heavily on air support, while other areas, they're going to do a lot more groundwork.
What are the winds like up there this morning?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
What are the winds like? Is it windier compared to the past few days?
Yeah, you're cutting out there, Nate. The winds, they've shifted southeast, so it's the opposite direction. The fire was coming northeast. Now that it's southeast, they're going back through a lot of the area that they were already at, and so they're trying to suppress it there. We do know that there's a lot of people in the area getting cattle out, and so they're asking people to stay out of the area unless you own property up there. The people that want to come up and see this fire for themselves, it's causing problems because they're getting in the way of property owners trying to get their cattle out. And that ties up resources with the sheriff's department who, they're trying to control this fire. And the next thing they know, they're responding to an accident because people who don't belong up here are coming up here.
Yeah, I guess it's just human nature to try to go see what's going on. But that's the last thing you want to do. Do we have an acreage number update? Number of acres?
The latest number we've been told is 43,000 acres,
okay.
Which is, that's over 40 square miles. It's a significant area here, and there are still homes near this fire that they're going to be watching closely. We know that the Idaho National Laboratory Fire Department's actually here now, and they're going to be helping with some of that structural support to protect some of those properties.
Okay. If you're just joining us, this is Stephen Rockefeller. He's live in Ryrie at an LDS church building. This is the staging area for the Henry's Creek fire. 46,000 acres has burned so far. You can hear that it's windy up there. Stephen, it looks behind you just like a big wall of smoke in the sky. Is that what it is up there?
Yeah, it looks like it's really overcast, but it's being right here next to it. It's just the smoke has just blanketed the whole area here. It's a significant amount. It goes all the way from north to south on this side of the town here. So, and it will probably continue that for a while. This wind, like I said, is blowing south, so it has pushed some of that smoke back south. But the winds changed twice already in the last 24 hours. So we'll see where that goes.
Hey, do you have any idea about the number of crews? Are there going to be more today compared to the past few days?
Sorry, Nate, I didn't hear you there. It's cutting out.
The wind's so bad.
Picking up.
The number of firefighters, do you know, are there going to be more firefighters today compared to the past few?
The exact number of firefighters, we haven't been told yet. We were told yesterday that with this being labeled a Type 2 fire, there were going to be possibly hundreds of crews, firefighters coming in. And that's going to be the ground support. Those are going to be the guys that are on the front line there.
Yeah. All right.
We were told it's going to take most of the day to transition the old crew out that's been working this to the new crew. They're doing it. It's a procedure they go through just one step at a time. They don't just pull everybody out and put new crews in. There's a transition that takes place, and they anticipate that will take most of the day.
Wow. All right. So one of the questions people have, stay with me here, Stefan, is air quality. I just checked the Department of Environmental Quality, the DEQ. Right now, they are saying the air quality in Idaho Falls is good. Up in Rexburg, they're saying that it is moderate. I've made some calls to the DEQ. We're hoping to hear back. That may have shifted. I'm not sure how often they update that map. I would imagine they stay on it pretty frequently. But if you look outside, if you go outside, it's smoky. You smell it. You can, it absorbs into your skin. So that there is an issue with smoke. But as of now, the DEQ is saying the air quality is pretty good. Ryan, do we have any questions coming in?
Containment.
Containment. Stefan, do we know a percentage of containment? I know yesterday it was at 15.
That was talked about in the briefing this morning, and we didn't get the exact number. That's something that they'll have for sure here, not before long. They have the incident commander is going to be up in the plane above, and that's where they're going to use GPS points to determine the exact number of containment.
Okay, yeah, I know yesterday we were looking at 15%. That's the latest number we have. It can take a while to get that plane in the air to map everything out. If you're watching and you have any questions, let us know. We'll see if we can answer them. Again, Nate Eaton here in the EastIdahoNews.com newsroom. Stefan Rockefeller live up in Ryrie at an LDS church building. Hey, Stefan, what's the latest on evacuations? Anything new?
There's no mandatory evacuations right now. There are, like I said before, they are allowing property owners to go in and get their animals, their cattle and livestock. There are some advisories out there for folks. I know that in the Tex Creek area, that's where they're really focused right now. So some of those property owners and homeowners out there have been warned that may be a possibility if this fire continues the direction it is.
Okay. Now, for all of you watching, we are updating you as often as we can. I know in situations like this, you want updates every 5 minutes, as do we. We go with what the officials tell us there on the scene, and sometimes that can be it can take some time, but we promise that we'll keep you updated all day long here on the EastIdahoNews.com. Stefan's going to be up there. We're going to be giving you hourly video updates that you can watch on your Facebook stream or at EastIdahoNews.com. Stefan, anything we missed? Anything you want to add before we sign off?
Yeah, Nate, once again, you're cutting out again up here.
All right, well, we'll let you go back to work because obviously it's going to be a busy day. Stick with EastIdahoNews.com. If you have questions, post them below. We'll do what we can. Do we have one more, Ryan?
Do we know how it started?
As of now, the officials tell us that they are looking into the exact cause. There have been unconfirmed reports that it may have been somebody, a human, that started it, but it is not confirmed, and they're trying to determine the cause. It is now the second biggest fire that crews are focusing on in the Northeast. So there are a lot of resources coming to this, and within the next few hours, we should have more information for you. So stick with EastIdahoNews.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Nate Eaton for Stefan Rockefeller. We'll talk with you later.